Hey guys, and we're live here on Phoenix 92.5 FM and YouTube and Twitch and all that good stuff. So we've taken the format and thrown it out the window because something has happened that I didn't know was happening because I haven't really kept up with the news as well as I should have. So
And
we're
something is happening that I don't even know is about to happen on this show because I know neither that something has happened nor that we were going to talk about it. So I'm completely coming from the dark.
Oh, absolutely. And From the Dark is going to return next week because we have an amazing topic. Dave, that was a masterful plug. Well done,
You're
sir.
welcome. Yeah,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Yeah,
Kind of
so
nervous here.
no. So the first thing is, uh, I was right, and you weren't. So not this week, but next week is Survivor Series, and it's being billed as the return of the Undertaker. So
Wait. Come on. Last week, for all those who saw our show, we definitely covered the fact that The Undertaker was going to be at Survivor Series and honored. So this is clearly what you mean by the return of The Undertaker, right?
but no, because they're building it around him. So there's talk that he's going to have a match.
He's
But
not going to have a match.
I just want to let the record show that I was right.
How are you right?
Dave
The
wasn't.
discussion was whether or not he wrestles again until he laces up his boots and takes a bump with after a bell rings. You're not right.
Did the bell ring in the Boneyard match?
It was a cinematic match, Dara.
I rest
There
my
was
case.
creative
I rest my
choices. No, it
case.
doesn't.
No,
All you're
no.
saying is his
Case
timeline
closed.
goes back even for I don't. What?
No, but seriously, we do have a lot to talk about. I just want to, just want to put a pin in that for next week when we're
Put a
talking
pin
about
in
it.
that. He's not going to
Yeah.
wrestle.
Okay, fair enough. I was still right though, guys. Come
You're
on,
not right. You're
you
not
know.
right unless he actually has a match.
But no, I do really want to. So this week's show is we're kind of going to do two. So we're going to do the normal rewind stuff, and then we're going to do. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah,
I
well,
have
hold on.
just. Okay, so this works. Um, yeah. So hold on a second, guys. My whole stream is just going off the chain. So hold on one second.
You know, it's a great way to bring people into our show.
What?
Start it with huge expectations and then go, wait a minute, everything's crashing on my side.
Yeah, no, it's just okay, we are still live, which is good, but the entire stream has just okay, we're back, right. So look, yeah, okay, we're back to normal. Sorry about that, guys. If that happens, I don't know why. It's it's technical issues. So yeah, we're gonna do our normal show, and it's gonna be Survivor Series 1999, which is an interesting show in and of itself. But we're also going to talk about this week's Impact Wrestling show, which is tomorrow night, and that's Turning Point. But before we talk about that,
Wait,
have you seen AEW's train wreck this week?
are you talking about their pay-per-view or their TV episode?
Oh, I was talking about their video game because I don't even
Wait,
care
what?
about it. Yeah, so they're releasing. Actually, hold on. So it's time to play. Dave doesn't watch the news, or Dave doesn't follow the news. Dave, which one is true?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, they're all AEW, right? So AEW have released a video game that will follow the format of WWE All Stars. AEW have released a casino video game, or AEW have released a general manager game. Which one is true and which ones aren't?
Casino video game.
They are all correct.
Wait, are they all in the same game?
No, they haven't said, but the two of them are mobile games, and they might be in the original game, but they
Wait,
are
but how
all
are they
correct.
doing a casino-based game? Because that would make them rated.
I don't know, but it's
Because you
called.
can't do loot boxes. Aren't we running this all through the Council of European Lords or whatever the heck
You,
you guys have in the country next to yours?
do you want to guess what it's called? What the casino game is called?
Um, all in,
Close, double or nothing.
double or nothing. All right,
Yeah,
fair.
it's so lame. It's unbelievable. But yeah, so they're all real and they're all announced. And while the general manager game is cool, I've been advocating it for months. It's like
Yes, you have.
it's the easiest decision to make. Everybody wants it, but it's also like it's so cynical. It's just like you obviously just listened to what everyone said about WWE and then went and made it. But the actual game itself
Can't you give
looks
them credit for actually doing it?
no, because Fire Pro have already done it. So
Oh,
if you buy Fire Pro Wrestling, they already have that mode. Now you have to buy it separately, but it's already there. That's
okay.
why
I thought Fire Pro was free. Or maybe that's how I got my version. Sorry, Fire Pro creators.
no. You can on the PlayStation 4 and stuff. It's not. I'm gonna have to swap screens because this is just we are having severe problems on the stream tonight, guys. So I'm just going to swap this over. Don't
Wait, I'm trying to make the same look that The Rock has.
yeah.
That's in the poster for Survivor Series 99. That's what I was going for.
That's fair. So yeah,
Wait, so Impact? Over. No. So you wanted to say that this first part of our show is going to be talking about Impact. And so far we've talked about how you're wrong about The Undertaker and how AEW is putting out a video game that's meeting both of our desires, but neither of us are happy with.
Well, you know, for the time being, at least the audio is still there anyway, so it's not too bad. But no, what I was saying is the AEW stuff is tangentially related to the rest of our topic, but I just wanted to touch it off real quick.
Why is it a train wreck? I want to throw AEW a bone here.
Well, the graphics don't look very good. The actual presentation looks very, 2011. It's not now. It's developed by Yux, which is pretty good, but I'm still not already sold on the whole thing. It's not because of my bias at all. I instinctively have a distaste for it because it's AEW. So yeah. But anyway, moving on from that, I do want to talk about the Turn of Point pay-per-view, which is coming up tomorrow night. Again, I love pay-per-views when they're on Saturday night because it means, one, I can watch them and I'm not exhausted the next day because I don't usually work on the weekend, so that's great. So it means I can actually watch it. It's on the Impact app as well, which is pretty cool. So, pick that up. And I think we're getting it for free over here in the UK and Ireland as well. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah. What's interesting about this, because we watched Bound for Glory so recently, a lot of the stuff on the show directly follows it. So it's a nice little kind of addendum. A lot of questions we had after it was kind of picked up, and that's how they've booked this show. So I don't know, man. It looks pretty good. So we'll go down from the bottom up. So like the first match, I think, is a no-brainer. It's Chris Saban versus James Storm. Sorry, Chris Saban and James Storm versus Team XXXL. And that's obviously following up from the match that the kind of combo match.
Who is that? That's Willie Mack and
no, it's AC Romero and Larry D. Willie Mack is facing Moose earlier on.
Oh, okay.
But I think that'd be a fun tag team match. James Storm obviously is, he got the big pop at Bound for Glory. Chris Saban is obviously without Alex Shelley, and
that was a legit injury for Alex Shelley.
Yeah. So
what's his status?
I think he's okay, but he's not wrestling for a while. It is what it is. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it and follow up on it. But he's not on the card. But Chris Saban is. So, I think they kind of did the best they could there. There's a match that is not in the official preview here, which Impact sent, but it is on Wikipedia. So take that with a grain of salt. It's an X Division title match. And we really like the X Division kind of scramble up Bound for Glory. So I'm really excited to see who's going to be against Rahid. Because I think he's a great champion. I really liked what I saw of him. Such a unique presentation. And so we'll have to wait and see again. They'll probably reveal it some point between today and tomorrow. But at the moment, we don't know. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. The next match that we're going to talk about is actually another match that isn't on it. It's on Wikipedia again, grain of salt. Davari versus Eddie Edwards in the singles match. So something that was kind of teased in the your own path match, or choose your own destiny match. That kind of Royal Rumble thing. Davari came back.
Thank you.
And yes, and Eddie Edwards was obviously lost the belt. So yeah. So who have you got in those two matches? Who do you think is going to win in the tag match and then the Eddie Edwards match?
I think you're going to go with the established tag team to win in the tag match, just because, why not? But you're right, Team Storm did get an awesome pop. And gosh, I always like Eddie Edwards in a weird way. Right. I'll go pick him. I'll throw him a wolf claw or whatever.
I think I said throw him a bone. I was about to make the pun. Oh, the wolf. I'm going to go with Saban Storm, because obviously you need the feel good factor after the injury to Alex Shelley. Yes. And I think Eddie Edwards is a safe pick as well. The Fari looks great, but it's the Fari.
He's been around for so has Eddie Edwards, but
yeah, but like one's a former world champion and one's not. So, I think Eddie Edwards is a safe bet. But I have really liked what I've seen of the Fari since he's been back. He's like a totally different wrestler. Like, he's really, really good. The definition of a journeyman wrestler, but I mean that in the best possible way. Okay, so we have another tag team match. Danelle Dashwood and Jordan Grace versus Rosemary and Tara Valkyrie.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with whoever has Valkyrie on their team, simply because I love that theme song for Daniel Bryan. And it's not related at all, but that's how I'm making my pick, because I don't know. Gracie, is it Grace or Gracie?
Grace.
Was on Bound for Glory.
Yes.
He was in that Scramble match, right? Well, not Scramble, but...
Yes.
Whoever they officially call their Rumble-esque match.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked him in there. I thought he was impressive.
Well, she's a she.
Also she.
She's a she. But what I will say is...
Sorry, it's been a long week.
It's okay. Danelle Dashwood is Emma. So that's my pick. I'm going to go with Danelle and Jordine Grace. So.
Wait, that's who I was raving about last week, and we couldn't come up with who I was raving about from Bound for Glory, and it was Emma.
You should just call her Emma.
I did. I specifically said whoever Emma is now, and you couldn't come up with the name, but appropriately when it's your pick, all of a sudden and I just look like a fool. For that show that so many people watched last week.
It also helps that I have it right in front of me. So
right, yeah, you're actually reading the results that I'm trying to. Yeah.
Well, we don't know the results yet, Dave.
No, from Bound for Glory, which was last week.
Of course. Okay, so look, I'm gonna go
or 4 months ago.
2 months ago.
A month ago.
Yeah,
we're trying.
We are called the Rewind, guys. This is new territory for us, covering stuff before it happened.
Listen, this millennium is not our cup of tea. So
no, definitely not. Although, except for Impact, because Impact's the best thing you can watch right now.
Yes. Put that in a bumper. You're welcome.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this match. The women's division in Impact is fantastic, and anytime Danelle Dashwood shows up, I'm in anyway. So already it has 4 stars, and I haven't seen a match yet. So
it's impressive.
Yeah, man.
Throw in an iPad and you got an automatic 5-star match.
Emma's the best. No, so mean.
Oh, that I'm the mean one?
That's mean, yeah.
How's that mean? I was not involved in any such larceny.
The next match is Moose versus Willie Mack.
No, thanks.
I like Willie Mack. Not a fan of Moose. To be fair, when I talked with Willie Mack, he was kind of teasing that he wanted the TNA belt, like that's Moose's gimmick at the moment. So this could be something kind of coming off that. So like, I'm okay with it, but it's also a match I don't particularly want to see. But Willie Mack's always entertaining, and if it leads to him getting the belt, I'm like, cool, man. So I'm willing to give it a chance. Just Moose is not very good. Like, he's missing something. But I think since having that belt has really kind of helped him. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go with Willie Mack on this out of what my heart says. But I think
I'm going with Moose.
Yeah, I think Moose
that's a logical pick, but I'd like Willie Mack to win.
Yeah, you see, I'm going with my heart rather than my head.
Right.
And that's never a
I
good
didn't pick up with that with Emma at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Okay, so
here's something up about Emma while we're doing this.
Absolutely. Here's one you're going to like. Okay, so it's Brian Mayers who was Kurt Hawkins.
Okay.
He's facing. Okay, without looking it up, who do you think he's facing? I'll give you a hint. Former WWE star.
Wait, who's it? I was looking up how old Emma was.
Kurt Hawkins is facing someone from WWE.
Heath?
Guess again.
He's not facing Heath.
No, smaller.
She's 31, by the way. Smaller than Heath? Size-wise or name-wise?
No, like size-wise.
Okay. Okay, that takes out Rhino. I have no idea. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me make picks that I clearly don't know?
Swoggle.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this match.
I think I've seen this match too.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen Swoggle versus
Kurt Hawkins before. Yeah.
I'm like 100% sure I've seen this match.
I'm pretty sure Swoggle's going to get the win. But I'm also kind of, I don't know, like basically the setup to this is Swoggle helped Tommy Dreamer defeat Kurt Hawkins in a hardcore match with a low blow. So that's why they're feuding. So I don't know. I think Swoggle will get the win because Kurt Hawkins, Brian Mayer is kind of being that heel. So it's a safe pick, but I'm also like, oh, you know, you can tell this is bound for glory, you know. But we'll see. Fair. It could be fun. Also, Emma is 31, yeah. She was born on the 1st of March, 1989.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia.
She is from Australia,
yeah.
Yeah.
Why did we circle back to that?
She needs all the belts, dude. Like, just give her all the belts.
Emma 5 belts?
Emma 5 belts, exactly. The worst thing WWE ever did was fire her. But the best thing TNA or Impact has done in a while is actually hire her because she's such an asset to the show.
I mean, she gets a 5-finger discount. Why wouldn't she have 5 belts?
She should do the 5-knuckle shuffle. That should be a gimmick. That would be cool.
Can we just get that quoted completely out of context? That'd be great.
That's not what I mean. Oh my god.
Eric's making notes to edit out of show.
Edit this out of the show.
It makes me look bad when talking about Emma.
It makes me look creepy when talking about Emma, but it's purely from a wrestling purist standpoint.
We're like 2 matches away from mentioning her. Why is she still coming up?
We're journalists, okay?
We're journalists. We have degrees that say that. I don't know if that's actually true.
This is true. Okay, a match that is pretty cool though, and we did kind of talk about.
She had a signature dance. I'm now clearly
we're still going back
Wikipedia.
To it. We are. This is what happened. I was reading Wikipedia about her too, and then you go back because she's such an interesting character, and it looks weird on the stream. Okay, we need to set a new rule. We can only talk about Emma for maximum 4 minutes a show. So there we go.
All I know is whoever put the Wikipedia page together for Emma. Whoever put the pictures, just well done.
Okay, hold on, I have to see this.
Go to the main roster section of 2014 to 2015.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, if you're going to pick 2 wrestlers to highlight for those moves, I think it's well done.
Absolutely. Wow, she was in Japan and everything for a while. That's pretty cool.
Wait, I don't remember Team Bad. When was this?
Do you remember Team Bad?
Team Bad, Lana and...
Yeah, it was the thing. Yeah.
I think this was during my not watching part.
Your proper hiatus.
My proper hiatus, yeah, it was. Defeated by Team Total Diva. What? No.
Yeah, no, definitely dyeing her hair was a much better decision. She looked way more badass.
You know, I like the low light look.
Fair, I'll give you that.
By the way, this episode about Impact has now officially become the Emma episode, and we're not even calling her by her Impact Wrestling name, so we're really doing great in getting her over.
Her name is Danelle Dashwood.
Okay, Danelle.
So there we go.
Well, her real last name is Dashwood.
You could just call her Emma. That works too.
But that's not at all anything. How'd she end up with it? How did this even occur?
WWE creative, obviously. Just been like, oh, she's an Emma, but I have this cool name. No, we're gonna call you this. Anyway, let's move on. The North versus the Good Brothers. Now we talked about this last week. The show that is on the channel but isn't on the channel.
Wait, I thought this was happening on the episode of Impact after Bound for Glory. How did it get moved all the way to Turning Point?
Because it wasn't on the show itself. There was a brawl that broke out, and then also so after the match, a brawl broke out on the Impact right after it, and then Gallows defeated Page in the singles match, and then it was finally announced that this was going to be at Turning Point. So they did kind of stretch it out a bit, which I suppose makes sense. And I think this will probably be when you see the Good Brothers win the belts. I think that's what they were building up towards. And there's nothing bigger now coming up anyway for it, so it makes sense to kind of cap the year off with this. Do you think, or do you think the North are going to get it?
I would say the North because
Really?
No, well, I don't. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. That's my thought process, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
I'm really confused by that, Dave, and you confuse me a fair bit sometimes.
Well, I love the Good Brothers. Ever do I? But why would they win? They don't need the win.
Why would they not win though? You know, it's like
because we already are given the good feeling vibes to Swoggle and no, who were we giving the good feeling vibes to earlier?
We were giving the good vibes to Eddie Edwards.
No.
Yeah.
Willie Mack.
And Willie Mack. Well, Willie Mack could win, but we don't know yet. We said we might win. But no real kind of like
Eddie Edwards being the champion. I got you.
Yeah.
And then Emma. And then okay. So that's why I think the Good Brothers will win. No, I do think the North is gonna win because they need something. Look, who comes out of this match? If the Good Brothers win this match, okay, great. Where does the North go from there?
Okay, well,
if the North wins this match, it gives them some momentum over a really good tag team. So I think it does more for them going forward.
Do you think the North will win cleanly? Then that's what I'm kind of getting at. Or do you think there'll be some kind of shenanigans? Because like it's a very different win. It's a very different win for like the North beating the Good Brothers and them pulling it out at the last moment. You know, they're very different.
I think there definitely will be shenanigans.
Yeah,
because it's a tag team match.
But also, a lot of this build has been with brawls. So
right,
sorry.
so I think you want a clean result.
I'm trying to move my camera.
No, it's fine. But I think you want a clean result in the pay-per-view if you've had nothing but brawls and non-finishes leading up to it. That'd be very dissatisfying, I think. Who were the BFFs?
Oh, that's wait. Oh no, sorry. Who the BFFs were? Where are you reading it?
2014.
2014. Are you reading Emma's page again?
I haven't left it.
Dave, stop.
Is the dilemma the same as the tarantula that Tajiri would apply?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Huh.
Anyway. So yeah, look, I don't know.
And the Emma lock is basically cattle mutilation. Oh, okay. Maybe Emma was a good wrestler and I just missed it.
Yeah, she's a great wrestler. That's why we talk about it.
Oh, and then she used the Cobra Strike. That's right. She had so many clever names. The Venema, the Dilemma.
Anyway, so moving on, we have a no disqualification match for the. Speaking of Impact knockouts, we have an Impact Knockouts Championship no disqualification match. Su Yung versus the Nada Pereira. Sorry.
Her. She's the one I liked. She's
the
one that's from New Jersey, right?
Yes. With that name, of course. She's either from Italy or
New Jersey.
Or New Jersey. Right. There's no in between. Yeah, of course. She's from New Jersey.
I really liked her at Bound for Glory. She had some awesome moves. Yeah, she's my pick.
I don't know. I really like Su Yung. She's like an Asian Daphne. And I'm like, yeah, I'm all about this. And also like a weird mix of Luna. She has like big Luna vibes. So I'm like,
I gained a lot of respect for Luna after watching Survivor Series 99.
we'll talk. We'll get to that on the next part of the show. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I think Siona's going to win this. Like they have to have one big title change, right? So I think you make a good point about the North retaining. So if the North retain, I think we'll get a title change with the knockouts, but I don't think we'll get all three changing. And I don't think we get two. I think we get one. This might be the safe bet for the title change.
I
Actually,
think it is.
yeah,
I've almost always predict that the title will be retained, which is part
right,
of the North decision. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I like her. I think she's got a shot. Why not?
okay.
And
So
then at the next pay-per-view, we'll get Danelle Dashwood against the New Jersey girl. It'll be good to go.
I hope so. That would be cool. That's
And
how
if you're
you do.
wondering, yes, apparently Impact is all knockouts
It should
based
be.
on our coverage.
It
Apparently,
should be because it's always been the best part, that and the X division.
that's actually
But
true.
yeah, it is. Okay, and the next part is the final main event match. I suppose is Rich Swan versus Sami Callahan with Ken Shamrock in his corner. So obviously, this kind of ties up to what we've seen the past couple of months, where Sami Callahan and Ken Shamrock have been best buddies, and they've kind of been in each other's corner. This yeah, like I don't know, this is a pretty interesting match, I must say. I was really won over on the Rich Swan side after Bound for Glory. I really, we talked about how much we liked the match with Eric Young.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think this would be cool. I don't see it being clean. I don't see it ending definitively, but I do think we're in for a pretty decent match. But I would expect shenanigans or some kind of setup to a bigger match later on down the road. Too early to get Rich Swan away from the belt. Sami can be a champion and probably will be eventually in this feud, but I think it's a bit too early. So I'm going to go with Swan to retain, but by no means being definitive.
I am as well.
Okay. So yeah, look, this is pretty interesting. And why? For the same reasons, Dave, or because just
Well,
something
because
else?
I've already made my pick for who with the title that I think is going to change,
Okay,
and I don't want Rick Swan to lose it yet. Rich Swan.
fair.
Sorry, I don't want him to lose the title yet because he needs more exposure so that more people can be like us and go, oh wait, why didn't we see any of this during his run on 205 Live?
Absolutely, I agree, and I think it's a shame that they haven't seen it. But again, one of the reasons why Impact Wrestling is the best thing you can watch now in 2020 as far as wrestling is because they are doing something different. They are being themselves and giving this talent that you wouldn't see anywhere else a platform. If you want to support this, you can go over to Impact Plus, which is their app. It's starting at 8 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's like 1 in the morning here in the UK and Ireland, and 5 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, we'll do our thoughts on it next week or probably in 3 months. We do.
Maybe after we put our Victory Road thoughts up, guys.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, we'll be back after this break, guys, to reset and come back for Survivor Series 1999. Guys, so we'll see you after this short break here on Phoenix 92.5 FM and, of course, on the stream. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye, guys.